Bricks and Minifigs is your one-stop shop for all things Lego. Hit the link below to find a store near you.
I'm Mark Borlase. A lot of people know me as Brick Plumber. This is my Death Star, or it's a small portion of my Death Star. Interior scenes, funny scenes. I built it like 10 years ago. Got a couple 100,000 pieces.
Nice.
And like 3,000 lights and funny things throughout. Built it by myself, put it up by myself, and honored that you guys came and are doing this.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's such an impressive layout. There, like you said, the lights really catch your attention. Tons of interior scenes, but we'll start with kind of the main hangar portion out here first. So tell us kind of how this portion came together and then what all you have in this section.
This is what inspired it. I always wanted to build the hangar, so I built this long ago that I had the old UCS Falcon, and it was designed, scaled around that, and put the new one in, and I put an interior in it, and tried to replicate it as close as I could to the movie. A lot of the things are like in the movie, but there's other things that are embellished, I guess you could say, and changed.
Mm-hmm. So how did you add the lights in here, both kind of in the floor and in the Falcon itself?
The floor is floating up, and the lights are individual lights. All the lights that are in the column and the things are just LED strip lights that you solder together and plan the routing of the wires and whatnot. And it takes a little bit of time. It took me about 1.5 years, 2 years to build it.
That's very impressive. The scale of this is also just huge here. So do you know the quantities of like some of these like individual pieces, like some of those tiles and things you have in the walls?
No, I mean, if I would have 10 years ago, I probably could have told you, but it's been a while. So no, it was just like ordering. I remember my wife would say, just every day, new pieces coming to the house, you know. So
then outside of the hangars, we make our way back over here. What minifigs do you have in this section?
just a bunch of clone troopers, some custom boxes, the generals, and a couple guys keeping track of through the elevator here. And then these are just the hallways with just some funny, interesting, all the stuff that you really don't see when you see Star Wars, because these are all the back ways, all the fun characters that I like putting in there. The kids really like it.
Yeah. Take us through some of your favorites, if you can, on these different levels here and just the minifigs and Easter eggs you've got going on.
Yeah, we've got Benny in here. We've got Sonic. I don't know. There was a comedy skit about Darth Vader going to the cafeteria. I don't know if you ever heard it. And the guy who had the cafeteria said, "Oh, are you Jeff Vader's brother?" And so that was kind of Jeff Vader, and you know what I mean. And it's just funny things throughout. I have, different themes throughout. We have Darth Maul in here, which obviously was never in there, and so all kinds of interesting. We have, turning off the tractor beam in here. So many iconic things come around the corner over here. We have the Death Star that's always under construction, right? So, and here's a little funny cantina, kind of a bar where they got to go to relax. Then you have the detention basin down below that, and obviously the trash compactor below that.
Yeah, you always got to get kind of the iconic Death Star scenes in there.
Here's where Luke and Leia swing across the area here. And then this is just like one of the turrets that was from the movie. And then over here we have where Darth Vader regenerates, I guess, himself. This is an iconic. It's actually not in the Death Star. It's actually in the Superstar Destroyer, but I like the so much. And then down here is kind of one of my favorite rooms. This is what I call the evil room. It's got it's got it's got the Lego guy. It's got every evil person.
Lord Business in there?
Lord Business and Thanos and and all the different, evil characters throughout. And then this is where they turn on the thing to blow up Alderaan, the control room. And that's it. That's all there is. So, and then this is one day when I expand.
Okay.
Possibly. Maybe.
I mean, it's already so impressive here. So how did you kind of map this out in your mind with all these different rooms? Did it just come through organically, or did you have each room planned out ahead?
No, it was the hangar, and then I decided to kind of add, because it wasn't enough with just the hangar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Put some more things in there and do some stuff that people would like to look at, you know? So.
Yeah, absolutely. And then what is the sort of like overall structure like? You can see a lot of the like Technic in the top here.
Yeah, originally I was going to fill this in, and I had built a crate. And so when I wanted to add to it to fill it in, because it would have dripped, it was too tall. So I nixed the plan and left it open. I think it helps the natural light come in there and helps you be able to see inside. But yeah, it was just more of just covering things up. Originally I planned on covering the whole thing. Things kind of change as you go.
So you mentioned the crate there. What is that process like of bringing this to a show and then setting it up at a place like BrickSlopes?
I need 2 custom crates. It breaks into 2 pieces. Anyway. And I built a crate that goes around it. The crate kind of sandwiches it. It actually is a little smaller with foam. So when I screw it together, it actually kind of compresses, and it does a pretty good job of holding it. I have a cart that I have that'll lift like 1,000 pounds. So I slide this off, put the crate around it, and load it up, and then do the same thing with the next one, and just the cart lifts up and down.
Yeah.
It's a one-man show, so that's how you can do it.
No, that is a great operation, and I love all the fun little details here. As the public comes up to this build, what are some of the things they tend to notice here? What do you hear people talking about?
The quirky figures that I've put in here, obviously, and obviously the scale. They love how large it is. And they love all the iconic scene, the trash, the retention basin, but they also do love like the arcade and that. You know what I mean? It's just a fun build. So
yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for bringing this out to the show here and for taking us through it. It's really great work.
I appreciate you coming.